What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be going over my mod list. Well, two of my mod lists. I'll show you from my mod organizer, my mod manager, known as Mod Organizer. I'll give you a brief overview of which mods are installed with the Wabbajack mod list. The first one is the Ultimate VR Essentials, and the second is known as Tavokeen. So I'll show you how to install Wabbajack and the mod list, and then I'll go into the mod organizer and I'll scroll and show you which mods are installed in terms of textures and things like that, and graphics mods, and how to install other mods on top of the mod list, or specifically which ones I have installed, so you can get a better idea of how to do it yourself and which ones to install, because it's installing mods in Skyrim is a bit tricky, I guess. You have to be really cognizant about which ones you install. It's kind of like playing Russian roulette. If you install something not compatible, it could break your game, or corrupt your game, or just make your game crash. So I'll show you which ones I installed that I can pretty much almost guarantee that it hasn't caused too many problems. Although I've been getting a couple crashes here and there, but I'll show you which ones I uninstalled. So I'm disclaimer, I am not an expert, but I'm showing you what works for me. And this video I decided to make because another YouTuber by the name of Stutter, get it? Stutter. He's got 3 T's in his name, so yeah, why not add a sound effects, right? He wanted, or it could be a she, I don't know, he or she, whatever, wanted me to go over and actually go over like which mods specifically I've installed. But I'm like, dude, seriously, like, there's no way. There's hundreds and hundreds of mods in each list, and I am not typing out each one. It's way too long, way too tedious, and yeah, it's too time consuming, and as you know, I'm lazy as fuck. So alright, without further ado, let me stop yapping, and here goes. First thing you want to do is, have it already on here, go to wabbajack.org, and you want to download, and it's downloading. See, I have it installed already, so I'm not gonna start the exe file or anything like that. But it's simple as that. Just press download and it automatically starts. After that, it's a good idea to go on nexusmods.com and basically start or create an account if you don't have one. And I would strongly advise to pay the few dollars or quid or whatever you want to call it. It's like $5-6, I guess. Well, with tax and everything, it's like $7. It's, for me, it's well worth it. Or you can get like a life. I don't know if they have lifetime memberships anymore. I think they changed it to yearly now. It used to be lifetime. I should have grabbed that when it was available, but I was too cheap. So, but yeah, for people like me, I install mods frequently, like all the time. I'm on here almost every day, like a kid in a candy shop, looking at which ones, which mods I want to try and everything. And I always look at the top ones here, the hot mods, and new today, new this week. And I'm trying to. I feel like a heroin addict or a drug addict when it comes to this. It's really hard to stay away from the site, and that's confession. That's what's causing my game to crash a lot. It's because I keep installing new ones. So if you're well disciplined and you're not prone to making rash decisions due to poor impulse control like me, I suggest you not do this. Just stick with the mod list, stick with a few mods that you think are, you know, really good, that you really like, and then that's it. Because it's not advisable to install and uninstall mods, especially mid-game in the middle of a playthrough, because that's how it kind of messes up the records and fucks things up. So, yeah, I'm still trying to learn that lesson, but like I said, old habits die hard. So yeah, all right. So start an account and pay for it. Pay for like a monthly subscription if you want, especially if you just want to download it like once, and that's it. But like I said, for me, I'm always on here, so it's you know, a viable solution for me is just to pay monthly, because if you don't have a subscription to Nexus Mods, it literally it takes like 12 hours, maybe a day, because you have to install the mods yourself, like manually. I think it shows you which ones to install, but it doesn't automate the install process, and it's tedious. You're gonna have to sit there and just wait for each one to install, and I think it's like 2 megabytes max in terms of speed, in terms of download speed. So yeah, not you'll be there forever. So all right, you want to grab that exe file. Where is it? Go to downloads, and it's like right here, and you want to basically, what I did is I have a drive set for special games like Skyrim, Fallout 4, Elden Ring. These are the top, like, my favorite games that I play frequently. And you need a really fast SSD or an NVMe drive. And in my case, I have my shortcut. I put the shortcut to the drive. I call it Best Games. This is an NVMe drive, actually, so it's a bit faster than the SSD. And even with Skyrim VR installed on an NVMe drive, it still takes a very long time to get the game running. So just imagine if you have the game and the mods installed on a mechanical drive, I don't even think the game would start. You know what I mean? It takes that long. So yeah, must have is an NVMe drive, in my personal opinion, for the game to run correctly. And it even says on the Wabbajack on the Discord, and the author to all the various authors to these various mod lists that's available, they pretty much say the same thing. So yeah, you double click on the, well, actually, you know what, this is I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible, and I know I can get carried away and I'm really long-winded. Yeah, I'm trying to work on that. I click and drag it. I don't have to replace it because I have it already. I'm going to erase it, actually. But drag it into your drive. What I did is I created a separate folder. You know, you create a folder, new folder, name it. I just follow along. I name it Wabbajack, which I have here already, so I don't need it. But name it Wabbajack or something, and just put the exe file in here. So you're not going to see all these files yet until you run the exe. So you basically just double click onto it, and it'll open up. All right, it's downloading stuff. I guess updates and whatnot. Let it run, and if this is your first time installing this, just go to browse Modlists, and yeah, it'll show you all the different games and mod lists you can install. Ooh, Legend of Skyrim, what's this? Legend of Skyrim VR is a theme-focused, performance-friendly, blah blah. Okay, Zelda theme. Nah, I've never been into Zelda. All right, so you just yeah, you scroll down and find the mod list of your liking. Pick and choose one, or in my case, I chose like two. Oriole's Dream, I want to try that, but not now. All right, here it is. The Ultimate VR Essentials list. So I'll use this as an example. Suppose you want this one. Here is the arrow button, or the play looking icon button. You press that. These other things, I think these are just, what is this? Okay, this will take you directly to the GitHub, and it will give you a brief overview or synopsis of what this mod entails and what's in it. But I'll show you after. I'll show you this particular mod list, and then I'll go over the other mod lists I have, the Tobokeen, something Tabokeen, whatever it's called. All right, so you just press the install mod list, and automatically it will pretty much take you to a README section, and it will show you, give you step-by-step directions on how to install the mod list, safety precautions, how to do it correctly, and more importantly, how to prepare to install the mod list, which I'll go over briefly. Yeah, target mod list. Basically, that's the mod list that you just chose, but here the install location is what you have to be concerned about. So where you actually, that basically, as the name suggests, right? Install location, where you install the game, and the download location. These are the downloads or the actual mods. And word of warning right now, for my case, I made sure I freed up about at least 100 gigs on this particular drive. I think this drive, it's only a 1 terabyte NVMe drive. So I got a lot of games on here, like GTA 5, things like that. You got to make sure you have enough room. So if you have at least 100, maybe even 200 gigs left on your NVMe drive, make sure just right click and create a new folder. And for my case, I named it Skyrim VR Ultimate Essentials. Don't install this on your C drive. The README section will even tell you that. The C drive is where it's an SSD, by the way, and that's where I have programs installed, and like Steam VR, any programs that I use, video editing software, I just reserve, for programs. I even have, believe it or not, VR games installed on there through Steam VR. But for this particular instance, they advise you to not install on the C drive. In my case, it's my main drive, and install on a separate drive. So this is my separate drive, is my G drive, which I named Best Games, and it's the NVMe. So create a new folder, name it Skyrim VR Ultimate Essentials, and go back to the Wabbajack, put it on that install location. You just target that folder. And for the download location, this is just for the mods now. If you have enough room, just leave it as is. It will choose the exact same folder, except it will create a downloads folder inside your Ultimate Essentials folder. If you have enough room, but you can choose to install it on a separate drive. Not advisable, but if you're running out of room, find a separate drive. I've installed mods or the downloads. I kept it on, believe it or not, I wanted to see if it would work. I put it on a mechanical drive, which is, I have my F drive right here. These are all mechanical drive. All right, yeah. Tarovine, I installed it. The downloads on my mechanical drive, and it's about 60 gigs, and these are all the files. So I just kept it, and I keep it as a backup just in case if I have to reinstall the game over again, and it takes a long time, and yeah, you're gonna be there forever. So if you have enough room, keep the downloads. So all right, let me continue. So if you have enough room, leave it as is. Sorry to repeat myself. Yeah, and that's it. And then you just you click play this button. I'm not gonna do it because I have it installed already, and I don't want to risk messing up the game. But that's all you do. You just set it and you forget it, and it will literally just install everything for you. It might have some issues sometimes, like you'll see errors show up, and that means it's having trouble finding a particular mod. If that happens, you can manually find that mod that it's trying to install and manually download it yourself, and then drag it into the downloads folder. So then when you restart the process, it will read or realize that, okay, you have the mod now, then it will skip on to the next one. It's happened a few times, especially with the Fallout 4 VR Essentials that happened, and it drove me nuts. I couldn't figure out what the hell the problem was, and I read through, I don't know, some of these, I don't know if it was Discord or Reddit, someone mentioned that they just downloaded the mod themselves and put it into not the mods folder, but the downloads folder. So yeah, all right, that's it. It's really as simple as that. Another thing I want to go over, if this is your first time installing the game, find where your Skyrim VR itself is installed, uninstall it. If you have a previous installation, I would advise you to uninstall the game and start over from fresh. I have it installed in my Steam Best Games folder on the NVMe drive, by the way. Steam, here's the file path, common. Steam Best Games. Well, this will be different for you, depending. But for me, I named this folder Steam Best Games. That's where I have my Steam games on this drive installed. Steam apps, common, and these are all the games that I have installed on here. Cyberpunk, Be Dangerous. I made a copy for Enderall because I wanted to be able to play Skyrim VR, also be able to play Ender. I'll leave that for another video. Fallout 4 VR. Okay, No Man's Sky. And here is Skyrim VR. Erase this folder. Also, if there's any remnants left, uninstall this game. And another thing you want to do is go into your local C drive now and go into users. Mine is called Forza. I don't know why, but it named that. Let's do my email, so it kind of cut it short. Go into your users and go into app data, local, and anything with Skyrim VR, erase. Start from scratch. Because if it leaves any data remnants, it can really screw up the process, supposedly. I never had a problem yet, but these are the instructions that the Modlist authors, they state, regardless of which Modlist. It could be for anything. You just got to find anything with Steam VR. I can't find it. Not Steam VR, Skyrim. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Skyrim VR. And it's empty for some reason. But anyways, yeah, just erase that. Go into local low, same thing. Anything with Skyrim VR, erase. Roaming, I would check that out too. And also, I think you should go into documents and find anything with Skyrim VR, erase, and go into my games from documents. Here it is. I have Skyrim VR here, and yeah, it's just it has your saves, things like that, your preferences, I. backups, things like that. Just make sure you erase all that and start it. All right, that's it. So here's a moment that the stutter's been waiting for. Go into your mod manager, and here I'll just show you the list. Sorry, you must be rolling your eyes about how long it took for me to get to this point, and I apologize, but open up your mod organizer, and this is how it should look once the game is fully installed. And I think there's a couple of steps you have to go into, which I don't feel like going through that right now, but just read the instructions on the README, and they'll tell you. There's manual files that you have to copy and paste into your base Skyrim VR. So, all right, here it is. Here's the Ultimate VR Essentials list, and I'll just scroll down. If anything, pause the video, and you can look at the files yourself. So, yeah, everything for the basic essential files is here. Audio improvements. Overhauls, immersive sounds compendium, which is really popular. Lucidity sound. There's an unofficial high definition audio project installed on here. These are really super important. The Dindolod files. Dindolod is basically it shows your background. The backgrounds in the games. It gives a little more, or a lot more actually a lot more detail. I've installed that manually before, and it's a pain in the ass. Major learning curve. There's tutorials if you want to learn how to do that yourself, but with this Wabbajack thing, it just, like I said, you set it and you forget it. It does it all by itself, and you really don't have to do jack shit. So that's why I like it so much, because I'm lazy. All right, here it is. Here you go. SKSC stuff, UI. DLL loaders, you need this file, the Shadowman's DLL loader, if you want the Dragonborn Speaks Naturally, which is the voice recognition mod. So I'm just gonna scroll down, pause it. Like I said, there's 542 mods. Just going over this mod list is going to be very time consuming. It's got the SMIM, which is like one of the most important mods for Skyrim. It's just also known as the Static Mesh Improvement mod. Yeah, it's got all kinds of stuff on here. When you install the mod list, it's pretty cool actually. It even shows you what it's installing, all the different various mods it's installing. It shows you a picture, and it's just really cool. It actually shows you actual pictures of the different textures and things that, the names of the mods and everything. You could just sit in front of your PC and just kind of look at it, watch it like it's a freaking movie or something. Majestic Mountains. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. I don't even know what it does. I've never even heard of it myself, but yeah. Trees and flora, which I shouldn't have done, but I like big trees and I like a lot of fauna and flora and things like that, grass. So in my case, this alpine forest, a white run valley, was installed, but I kind of uninstalled it, which could mess up the Dindolod. I don't know. So far my game runs, and yeah, you can make a backup of all these mods, which is advisable just in case if you want to go back to the original mods if you're experiencing a lot of crashing and you want to just go back to, you know, its original default values or pristine setup when it was working. So advisable, definitely make a backup. Where is it? Okay, you can restore the backup, and here's you can create a backup. And yeah, I have the new character models. Oh wow, sewers is installed here. I didn't even know that. Yeah, the sewers, the Skyrim sewers mod is really cool. It adds a catacomb underground system to all of Skyrim, I believe. Shimmering VR waters, northern shores, the lighting overhaul. Okay, it has the ELE and the enhanced lighting effects. Rustic children. And they're kind of boring, but they look a little better than the OG, the regular children in Skyrim. They're pretty much the same, except I think the textures are greatly improved and they look a lot more aesthetic. For me, I like the revised version, which I have installed in the Tarovine mod, or the Tarovine mod list. Alright, here's the skin mods, the body mesh and skin textures. If it depends, if you want the regular PG version of the mod list, then it has that already, but you have to choose right here which ones you want. The regular Ultimate VR Essentials list is the rated PG version, and then, you know, I have the new models, and you're going to need other mods like Schlongs of Skyrim, SOS, things like that. New texture mods. And you're going to have to, by the way, if that's what you want, I forgot to mention, you're going to have to go onto another site. I forgot the name of the site. Lovers Lab, it's called, and make an account there. Make an account beforehand, and then you have to tie that account into the Wabbajack, so it needs access to your account. So yeah, you're gonna need that. So do that beforehand. Here's the nude settings: 4K, 2K, mature skin. Pause it if you want to look at it. NPCs, interesting NPCs, visual overhaul, citizens of Tamriel, various followers. There's Inigo, Song of the Green Ori. I added her, by the way. She doesn't, by default, she's not in this, but I think she's cool and she's funny as hell. And I wanted to add extra followers to have kind of like interactions with the various other followers. Like, you know, there's banter between all of them. They work well together. And as far as I know, in my opinion, I think Inigo, Ori, Lucian, Misery, Emrysy, whatever her name is, she's like a little cat girl. I haven't bumped into her yet, though. And Kaiden or Kaiden, they all work very, very well together. See, there's even a patch I installed, the banter patch. So that basically allows interactions between the other various characters, especially between Ori and Kaiden. And I installed the immersive fat idiot son, which you probably saw in my previous video. Cute little fat kid. Gets a bit annoying, but once you activate him, he won't go away. You can knock him off a mountain, or I don't know, kill him, or I don't know. He just keeps coming back. So, or the kid keeps coming back, which I think is funny as hell. So I don't care. All right, there's overhaul hair textures here. If you look at it, it's using Bigene or Bgene and Pandorables, which is pretty much in KS hairdos, which is very popular. Salt and Wind. It's weather mods here. I didn't touch the weather. I just left it as is. It's using Onyx weathers, rain, ash, and snow shaders. This is really cool. It basically shows rain and snow accumulation on objects and on your characters. Storm lightning. I remember installing this manually, and it's a friggin' pain in the ass to install. I couldn't find a lot of the patches it needed. It was just it drove me nuts. I'm sure people know what I'm talking about, but that's why, like I said, I love these automatic installers because it just finds what you need. So shout out to the mod authors for this. Thank you so much. There's ethereal clouds and ethereal cosmos, and the textures of the stars it's added here. I think it's maybe 4K stars. I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, I'm not going to go over every single one, but just pause it and look at it. Scope bows. Frostfire and Campfire. I haven't really started that yet. I'm not, to be honest, I don't really care about that. But it's already in here by default, so I'm not gonna uninstall it because I'm scared I might screw something up. There's creature retextures. I unticked the Project Dova hen alternate chicken. I don't care about chickens because I wanted to install other mods, and as you know, there's a 255 plugin limit. So yeah, by default I think it's like 235 240ish mods, so I was only able to install an extra like 15 or so mods, so you have to be really picky and choosy. Effects and visuals. Physics. This is super important if you want physics, aka jiggling floppy tits and asses. Yeah, that one. You need XP32 maximum skeleton, which it's actually by default it's installed in this mod list. But like I said, if you want the new characters, select the new characters and it will automatically switch over to the proper mods that's needed in order to get everything to work properly. So by default, this particular mod list has the XP32. Basically it's your skeleton for your NPCs. It's installed already. The CBPC physics is installed already. The CBPC action reaction I installed myself, and it allows more interactions when you touch a character. The NPCs will react to that, which makes it more immersive. I'll show you right now. Here it is. It has VR, specifically VR in mind, so it's a no-brainer. This is definitely a must-have mod. At least for me, it is. There's requirements, which, yeah, always read over the requirements, and as a rule of thumb, read all this shit. Your installation methods, how to install it, look at the notes. A lot of people don't read this, and then they freak out and complain that the mods are not working or the game is busted or broken. Yeah, a lot of these mod authors warn you, read it. And also what I do as a precaution is I go over the posts and I look over the posts and see if there's any problems. A lot of it's amusing anyways, because I see people complaining and people with broken English complaining, which is always quite amusing for me. Yeah, just look over the posts, and if for me, as a rule of thumb, if too many people are complaining about a mod not working, then I just stay clear of it, and I wait until there's a better version of it. Sex lab support, hell yeah. Man's doing God's work or the devil's work. Oh man, that is too funny. All right, Let me continue scrolling down. 542 active mods, and I'm only at 370. All right. The HDT, I was going to say HDT simp, I mean HDT SMP skinned mesh physics. That's very important for specific mods like Flower Girls. I'm not going to explain what it does because it will get too explicit. If you're curious what it does, just Google it, or if you want to check out a particular mod, click onto it, right click, and go visit on Nexus and read it yourself. But these are like always adult mods, 18 and over. So just be warned. Expressive facial animation, a definite must-have and a game changer for Skyrim VR. Like, I cannot live without that. There's immersive animations. I mean, there is so much stuff here. Conditional idols. There, I'm just gonna scroll down. Alright, 400. And I'll go over the Tavokeen. And you know what? I'll even do a little bit of gameplay. So this is gonna take a while to upload, but just be patient. It will get there. Ooh, earn XP for reading? I didn't know that. Yeah, a lot of them I don't even know. A lot of these mods I don't even know are on here. There's wearable lanterns. Okay, this was originally ticked. I unticked it because I wanted to install some other stuff, and I'll go over the optional stuff. I kept it in the optional folder so you can see which mods I added that work. Like I said, so far I have not had any problems yet. But you know, Skyrim, it's a kind of game that eventually will crash. Just how often it crashes is really is the question. Yeah, there's all kinds of follower system overhauls, and you know, each one has its own little category thing. So you can click on this little arrow. It's shows as a right arrow, the separator, and yeah, you can look at it yourself. There's VR specific stuff. Conduit, very, very, very cool mod. You can infuse your weapons with like fire and electricity and things like that. Spell wheel, very important also. Enhanced reanimation. I don't know what that is. I'll look at it. Time. Oh, and there's merges and all kinds of stuff here. So there's no way for me I would even know how to do these myself. So that's another thing. Yeah, these mods are definitely... This Modlists is a godsend. Alright, here's the optional mods. Which I installed. By default, the VR menu mouse fix. That annoyed me. I had to untick it. You could basically use your mouse in VR, which I don't. In VR, I just have the hand controls and that's it. But it would just interfere with the menu selection. I had to be aiming at the actual menu in order for it to work, and it was a pain. So yeah, if you're not using a mouse, then I would just untick it. Skyrim priority SKIC. I forgot if this was automatically ticked or not, but I definitely enabled it if it wasn't enabled. And yeah, it basically puts your the Skyrim exe, basically makes the game run at a higher priority in the task manager, which is very important. So you get better, smoother gameplay, things like that. I have the Windows Mixed Reality, and I used to like playing on the Oculus Quest 2 but I had a problem because when I was playing it, the haptics wouldn't work on my controls, and that kind of annoyed me. And besides, for me, I prefer to play it on my Reverb G2 anyways, because it looks a lot better, because that's a higher resolution, the native resolution on it. And also the recordings on it looks a lot better because I can use Steam VR, the Open VR recording window, which it records everything that you actually see. So yeah. Okay, this is the stuff that I installed myself: Origins of Forest, Folkvanger. Oh, there's a grass patch on here which I probably should have installed, or at least activated. Oh well. Dense Nordic Forest. If there's a problem, I'll have to uninstall another mod and recheck that. There's Dense Nordic Forest, which is really cool. I added that. Jedi Trees. You're gonna have a hard time finding that. Thank God I always kept a backup of Jedi Trees. This mod is freaking awesome. It makes the trees like 3 times as big. It's crazy looking. I installed or added the Middle Earth. Awesome mod, by the way. And the Beyond Skyrim. You're gonna need the assets. You need Bruma, whatever, and you're gonna need the DLC integration patch. What else did I add? Dirt and Blood. The no washing animation for VR. Basically, it doesn't show them like the animation of your character or NPCs doing it. I don't know, or washing themselves. I just saw 4 VR. I was like, you know what? Less stuff that's activated, the better. So I decided just to install it. Destructible Skyrim. So far, it's been working just fine. Destructible bottles. You can only find this in the old rim, the regular Skyrim, the legendary, basically. It works. It works. You can install it yourself, and it works. The display cases, and there's a weapons patch where you can use weapons with it. So far, it's been working pretty good. No problems yet. So if you want extra immersion, things breaking, then yeah, definitely download Destructible Skyrim. And another set of mods I added is the animation stuff. Dynamic Action something remix, or I forget what it's called, but DAR for short. This doesn't take up any plugins, by the way, so you can install these no problem. There's Lively Children, Immersive Folded Hands, Conditional Tavern Cheering. I installed all these, and it works actually pretty cool. It adds extra idle animations and a little extra flair to some of the animations, like the Lively Children. Like you'll see like kids, well, they act like kids in the game. You know, like they do weird childlike movements. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Maxim Carnage, I added, definitely is a must, especially if you like blood and gore. Slayable Offspring. You can basically kill kids. You can kill kids, which I don't, but you can if you want. But I think it really adds to extra immersion and realism. And here we go, Flower Girls. It's up to you. Threesome VR. Just look that up. I'm not going to go over that. These are all the extra stuff I added. Immersive Wenches, Sperm Textures, Splashes of Skyrim I added. There's only this version, 1.2.1, is the only one that seems to work. I think this is one of the original version of the mod, and it works just fine. Anything later, it doesn't work for some reason. So yeah, So Big Cinematic Glare really adds extra oomph to the sunlight. I mean, it's like global illumination and God rays is coming at you. It really, it's such a cool effect. This is like one of the first mods that I download. Plonk, definitely a must-have. I don't think it's automatically installed. It doesn't automatically come with the UBRE, so you have to install it yourself. And this is a game changer. You can basically just adds more collisions, and you can touch characters and grab their elbows and hands and pretty much anything you want. It's wild. Wild. Must have. And yeah, I added some cheat stuff. And yes, I'm a cheater, and no, I don't give a shit because I don't have time to be leveling up. I don't even play the game to play it. I just play it to test out shit, and I just kind of have fun with it. So I added unlimited sprinting, unlimited magic, easy lock picking. Spells a minute light, very very cool mod. It adds lighting effects to your spells. It especially works well in the dark or dungeons rather. In case you run out of torches, you can just use your spells like flames and stuff. Additional light, and that's it. Yeah, you can pretty much install this game as is, and it will work right out the box. Or if you're like me, you want added stuff like flower girls and things like that. Another mod that you have to add is called FNIS behavior. I'll go over that another time, but basically it incorporates animations into pretty much that particular mod. So it finds the animations necessary, and you have to run it, and you have to add it into your. If you click up here to the right. To run the game, always leave an SKSE. But these are other various programs that you can run, and I named it the Finis VR, and you have to, before you can be able to play the game with the flower girls, things like that, or anything that adds animations, you have to run this. And yeah, you basically, you just press update FNIS behavior. And you have to make sure that gender, specific animations, and skeleton these two boxes are checked. And then you click on the update the Finis behavior, and it will go over automatically like how many animations there are and things like that. Here, I'll show you right now. Oh, there we go. Here it is. All right. 24 gender modifications. And 36 gender modifications, blah blah blah. 1,618 animations for 2 mods successfully included. And if you want to do a consistency check to see if it's going to crash or not, and it says 0 possible consistency issues. Yeah, and then that's it. After it's done, you can just press exit. And then you would have to go all the way down to overwrite. See, I have something overwriting here. I think they're just files of, I don't know, some kind of information of other files, whatever. And you can clear it, I guess, or I think it's advised that you right click it and you can create a new mod. I'll just name it. I'm just going to name it something. There we go. Something. I don't think it takes a plugin or anything like that. So yeah. All right, now the overwrite cleared, and I don't know. I can just put this here. All right, that's it. Okay, that's it. Let me go over the next one, and I'll do some gameplay, and that's it. I'm getting tired of talking. Close that out. And I'll go over the Taro Bean. Taro Bean is much easier to install because you don't have to, right after the mod list is installed, I think you could just go directly into the mod organizer and even start the game if you want. It's not too much because, okay, I think this is why. Because here it creates something called stock game, your stock game folder. It makes a copy of Skyrim VR, which I wish most mod lists would do. Makes a separate copy, like a portable version, I guess. I think that's basically what it is. And it creates it inside your mod list folder. So that means you can play other versions if you have other mod lists, no problem. because there's already a copy inside this particular mod list. So this is how I'm able to have multiple different versions. But all right, all right, here's a mods folder. Downloads, I have it on my other drive. All right, let's start this up, and I'm just gonna scroll quickly. The difference with this one is it has things like Flower Girls, except it's like it has something different other than Flower. It's like Flower Girls except on steroids. It's even crazier, even raunchier. I mean, I don't want to go into specifics, but dude, there's orgies and stuff in it. It's wild. It's wild. I can't show that gameplay. Oh man, I don't know why I closed out all the separators, so I'm gonna have to do this manually. All right, so here's the essentials. Pause it, like I said, if you want to read over it. Here's the UI. Here, the menu mouse fix. I always untick that. And this particular mod list, it has its own controller bindings, which I don't really like because I'm not used to it. So what I did is I took this mod from the other mod list and I installed it on here. So then I have the same the Windows Mixed Reality the Windows Mixed Reality controller settings, because I use the HP Reverb G2. So yeah, that didn't seem to do anything like harmful to the game. This is different because this particular mod list has a different start. It starts in the realm of Lorcan. In the UVRE, you start off in a prison cell, and then you can kind of like you can create your own narrative as to where you start and things like that. With the realm of Lorcan, it's like, here, play the game, do whatever the fuck you want, and that's it. You can basically you can teleport to anywhere in the game as a starting point. In this particular mod list, it depends. If you want to physically sneak and jump, you can do that. Me, I'm lazy. I like to play seated, so if you play seated, make sure this is unchecked, the auto sneak and jump VR. And it has drop on death. I don't know. Basically, anybody you kill in the game, they just automatically just drop their shit, their loot, and all kinds of stuff. I added enhanced blood textures, which it's installed, but I deactivated it because this also, there's a problem with the 255. Well, every Skyrim mod setup has a 255 plugin limit. There's ways where you can merge mods and create more room, but I'm honestly, I don't know how to do all that, and it's very confusing. And you can also ESLify a lot of your plugins, which I tried, by the way, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't work for me. Every time if I have 256 activated, it messes up the game. Like, it starts resetting things, and it starts resetting like Ordinator, I think, and I don't know. It's just like, yeah. So I just keep to the 255 plugin limit, and that's it. These are extra mods I added. Saverin X-Gore, Maximum Carnage, of course. Gore Cap, it shows the bone inside a decapitated neck. Wild shit. Dirt and Blood. It depends on you. I think I might replace this with just blood, because I don't want to see dirt all over characters everywhere, including myself. Like, everywhere. It's all the time now. So I'm thinking about just uninstalling this, and I'm just going to install just blood. And of course, I have the unlimited sprinting, blah, 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 because I don't care about that. I don't play fair. Dragonborn speaks naturally. I had to install this myself. Just, if you want voice recognition in this, install it yourself. I'm not going to go over right now. I just want to over this mod list, and that's it. Playable offspring, you know, killing kids. I think it's funny. Immersive lap sitting. I'm playing a female character in this game, so hey, why not have the ability to sit on people's laps? It's funny as hell. It makes it super immersive as well. Alright, here's quality of life. Whatever. This person named it to... Yeah. Wearable health bars, that's not in the other list. Just look at it yourself. I added Celtic music. This is like one of my favorite music mods. It goes very well with this game, by the way. So, I had Dungeon installed, but it's been causing me problems for some reason. So I just I deactivated it. Yeah, great music soundtrack, music score. I urge anybody to check it out if they haven't heard it. Alright, there's a lot of Legacy of Dragonborn patches here, which I have no idea. I would never even know how to do any of this stuff, so... Well, there's a lot of rustic stuff. Ooh, volcanic tundra heatwave effects. Cool. Oh, there's new statues as well. They're a bit not safe for work looking statues, but they look cool as hell though. T-Woba. Tawoba. There's Tawoba and T-Woba. Don't know what that is. And of course, the faster HDT SMP VR. It's skin physics. So just imagine it. Yeah, I'm not going to say. You know, come on. The ability to see things move and stretch, especially when you're using something to penetrate something else. Hint, hint. Alright, Chaos Hairdos. Alright, the same one. Vanity Mirror. Lady Bits for... I don't know what that is. Lady Bits. Huh. You know, I'm curious now. Is it in Nexus? Lady Bits. I like the sound of that. Ah! Color matches the Lady Bits from 3BBB to Bidgey. Oh! Can't show that on YouTube. Oops. I didn't even see it. Alright, here's the Sex Lab stuff. You can look at it yourself. Even adds specific animations. I'm telling you, it's flower. This is Flower Girls on steroids. Magic stuff. Yeah, the FEC mod is pretty cool. It shows like magical damage, fire, electricity, things like that. Towns and cities. These. Endorvals, Bidgey, still using that. Just like in the... Uses the same one, I think, in the other. Oh, nice. This has pre-installed the Song of the Green, the Ori follower. Except I'm dying to see what she looks like because there's a new Ori, like a revised version of her. So I'm curious how she looks. I mean, I like either or. I like the old school Ori too. She's cute as hell. I did check out what the new one looks like, and she looks cute too. Just like a different aesthetic, you know. I think different colored hair, and even some of the facial features are different. But it looks a lot more modernized, I think. Alright, here's some optionals. Yeah, I added public executions, but I ended up deactivating it. Because I wanted to add some other stuff. Bells of Light, of course. Splashes of Skyrim. Yeah, just remember, install the 1.2.1, and of course I gotta have destructible Skyrim in any mod list. I chose a female for this playthrough, so the Vampire Lord body for VR. Alright, this is the merge stuff, but there you have it. I mean, yeah, disabled mods says leave these alone, so I won't touch that. All right, and oh, I think this is optional as well. If you have a potato PC like I do, you could check the performance in the lot output. I have the quality one, and I haven't had any issues, so I just left it at the quality. Even on a 1080 Ti, by the way, this game runs beautifully. These are the downloads, which I just kept because these downloads are on a separate hard drive anyway, so it's not taking any space. Word of warning, with this particular mod, do not run loot. Don't ever hit the SOAR button by mistake because it will mess everything up. The mod list author even warns that. Just leave it alone as is. It's intended the way it is, so, which I'm a little weary now because I'm not even sure me adding extra optional mods was a good idea. But so far, I had one crash, but other than that, it's still running okay. If I'm getting more frequent crashes, then I'll probably just reinstall everything. Or reinstall everything back to its original version or form. Yeah, that's it. Try to discipline myself not to add anything else, but you know, I know myself. Poor impulse control. All right, that's it, everybody. Yeah, if you want to stick around, I will show you some gameplay, and you can see visually, you can see the differences between each one. So if not, then take care. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did happen to find this video useful and not annoyingly long-winded, then remember to smash that like and subscribe for other future videos, tutorials. And I'm not an expert, but I'll try to help other fellow gamers and YouTubers as much as I can with my limited knowledge. But it's a learning process, and I'm in gaming and doing the whole PC gaming for a few years now, so you know, not an expert like I said, but I'm learning as I go, and I'm just sharing with the community on what works for me. And if you think it will work for you, then try it, but if not, then don't do it. But yeah, just want to make that disclaimer because I don't want to be the bad guy and get all kinds of complaints or anything, or canceled or something because I mentioned some advice and someone took it and it screwed their setup, screwed it up for them. So I don't want to be held responsible for that. All right, so take care, everybody. I'll see y'all in the next one, and like I said, stick around if you want to see some gameplay. All right, take care, and bye-bye. All right, here we are. Welcome back to Skyrim. This is the Ultimate VR Essentials mod list. So I will start from this mod list, and I'll go to various other locations in the game, starting from Whiterun, and I'll make my way to Riverwood.
Lars is such a milk drinker. He can't even stand up to a girl.
And here's my fat, wayward, obese son. He likes to ramble on about pretty much nothing. And there's Caden here. So yeah, let's just walk around here for a bit. I'll check out Dragon's Reach, and then I'll walk to, or jog or run to Riverrun. As I was saying before, these are the sewers here in Whiterun. So the underground mod adds a sewer system and catacombs beneath uh, beneath the world of Skyrim in general. So, and the voice recognition mod is going haywire as usual. For some reason, on the other mod lists on the Tavokeen, it doesn't do that. Only in this version. All right, you know what? I'll go inside Bellathor's. I'll check out this lady's shop with the potions. I'll go into that this bar or pub over here. I forgot the name of it. I'll head up to Dragon's Reach, and then I'll go to Riverwood, and then I'll start the other mod list. So yeah, this is not really a playthrough. I'm just briefly showing the differences. The differences in the aesthetic of the game. There's a lot more shadows in here. The architecture definitely looks different.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
Nice guy. How's business?
Interesting, to say the least. But with all that's been going on the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septum. Do come back. I can tell you're a discriminating customer. Perhaps you're a wealthy one, too, hmm? Hands off! Keep your hands to yourself! Hey, watch it! That's close enough!
The
Hey!
character reactions work.
I assure you, I'm prepared to make any deal.
Oh, wow, this is nice. I didn't notice this.
Don't mean to be rude, but I'm too busy to talk right now. Hey, watch it!
All I can think about is my son, my Thor. They
Hands
say
are
that
missing.
He was killed, but I know better. Hands off! Hey, watch it! Don't do that. Keep your hands to yourself. Get away from me.
Tired of registering. Had enough of fish and fowl.
That's not a good sign.
Yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Smoking candles. Mod is working.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling me into Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
Heard any rumors lately?
I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? Don't do that! Hey, hands off!
In the other mod list, there's a door here, and there's like a small little sauna room. I'll show you I'll show you next in the next showcase.
Want to hear a little Lord wisdom? Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds.
Sounds like you've got a grudge.
You've been talking to those companions? Watch what you're doing. What are you doing that for?
Like the god rays, they're coming out from the bottom. The cracks to the floor. Move it.
Good. Shut time's over.
Hey!
What as man? You were once man. And as man, you said, "Let me
What is going on over here?
power of Talos storm crown, born of the north, where my breath is long winter. I breathe now in royalty and reshape this land which is mine."
Where are we going?
And check out the temple, and then Dragon Reach, and then Riverwood. Now the movements are strange.
Make it stop.
Yeah, I'm having some performance issues here.
I've gotten good at listening to keyholes.
Alright, I'm gonna walk around the outskirts of Whiterun, and then I'll head over to Riverwood. These very large trees There, I think that's the Jedi tree mod in action. Alright, let me just check this guy's face. Because usually on these particular mod lists, for some reason, this guy in particular gets that black face, or that discoloration in his face. The bug, the blackface bug, it's called. It usually happens to him in particular for some reason. It could be the flower girls or something that's it's messing around with some of the textures. And in this particular playthrough, for this mod list, I installed the Folkvanger landscape and grass mod. And as stated, I have the Jedi trees and the Nordic forest. And I believe orange is a forest. I don't know. Ooh, that's not good. There's disappearing stuff. I don't know if it's the best, it was the wisest choice for me to install like all these tree mods, but I've done it before and it didn't seem to really interfere with anything. And I think it looks pretty good. So, I don't know if the Nordic Forest could be overriding the Origins. There's something definitely probably overriding, but nevertheless, I think this looks really good though. I mean, in my opinion. If I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm doing it wrong, definitely let me know. Because like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just doing what works for me. And for sure, the Jedi tree mod is working, and the Folkvanger landscape and tree overhauls is definitely working. So whether Origins of Forest or Nordic Forest is, I don't know which one is prevalent. Maybe one is canceling out the other. I'm not really sure.
It's dark out.
Yeah, something's happening, so there's definitely some kind of conflict going on, probably. Maybe I'll just deactivate one and see what happens. Okay, it is 8 p.m. in Skyrim time, so let me... And daytime sometime. Around 6 in the morning, I usually like to... Oh, shit.
Where are we going?
Here we go. Let it be a lesson to others.
Why are they hurting each other?
Alright, it's 6 a.m. here. Another hour, see... Alright, it's a little brighter. Need one more hour. Okay. Now you can see a little better. There's more saturation in the trees.
Couldn't have chosen a better day for traveling.
I'm busy here, showcasing the mod list.
I want to be a warrior, the strongest one ever.
Oh my gosh, this kid is annoying. But, since I activated his mod, yeah, the trees are disappearing. Damn.
Hey!
I'll probably deactivate Nordic Forest, I think, and see what happens. Yeah. That's breaking my immersion. So big sun glare is working. I love that effect. It looks amazing in a VR headset, by the way.
Could you give me an allowance?
No. And as you move in front of objects, what happens is it actually blocks the sunlight as well. Well, it's supposed to. Yeah, like that. Okay.
Victory! Songa!
Get him.
Milk drinker.
He's stuck. He's not moving. Alright. I'm gonna head to Riverwood and I'll start the other mod list. Since I have unlimited sprint, I just like running to different places. One of these days, I'll buy a horse. Is this Nazim?
Do you get
Yeah,
to
it
the
is.
Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
And here we are in Riverwood.
Dragons are coming back. I want to kill one.
What can I do for you? Need something?
Heard any rumors lately?
People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Nope.
I'd better get going.
I should make Gore a follower.
You in need of a companion, friend? Well,
Look at that big
then
gut.
I reckon I've killed more men than there are. I'd say you're right. I can count the mud crabs I've killed without use. Let's go.
Alright, I'll show you the architectural aesthetic in here. And I'll go into
My mother says elves are bad.
one of the
not to
shops,
trust
and
them.
then I'll switch over
An
to
inn.
my other mod list.
Food for the thirsty, rooms for the weary. Now this is a temple.
What do you need, handsome?
Until next time.
You're that. I'm the innkeeper.
It's my business to keep track of strangers.
Hey!
The kids look boring and bland. They have their default look.
I heard Lucan yelling the other day about a thief breaking loose. You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
Hoppus isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh?
I need as much food as I can get. I'm a growing
We are
boy.
done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Kids are bouncing up and down.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard. An ornament. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. The sooner you find the... Of course. I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well,
I don't know why her
think your
tits
new
keep
helper
moving.
here needs a guide.
Where are we going?
No, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
Where is she?
This way. We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it
After
from here,
you.
though. The mountain just over the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Those
the hell was
thieves
that?
Must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
Alright, it's not... Apparently, it's not just her breasts. The signs are moving up and down and bugging out, too.
Don't do that! I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one. This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child. Mara bless you for agreeing to help us.
How much farther do I have to walk?
Well, it's a winding road up the mountain just ahead. You'll know you're in the right place once you spot the old watchtower. Good luck. Lucan and I will be waiting for you back in the shop.
Laters. Alright, so that's it. I'm going to switch over to the other mod list, the taro bean. And I'll showcase some of the same places that I traveled to in this playthrough, or this, you know, gameplay showcase thingy. Alright, so why is his eyes closed?
Ma took me to the market. We saw this huge fish. I bet even you couldn't lift it.
Alright, everybody, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video. Literally in 5 seconds. Alright, and at the end of the next video, I hope it helps you out, so you can make a better informed decision as to, or a choice as to which mod list that you want to go for. Alright, so I'll see you in a few seconds in the next showcase. See you in a bit. Alright, so here we are. This is Skyrim VR Taro Bean. This is the name of the mod list that I'm using, or that I use for my base mod list, and I've added some other stuff on top of it. Mods that I think really brings out extra immersion, enhances gameplay. So, just like in the other video, I'm going to start from Whiterun, walk around the perimeter, go to the various shops, which reminds me, I forgot to go to Arcadia's Cauldron in the last, in the UVRE. Oh well. But yeah, I'll stop there, and I'll go inside the tavern, up Dragon's Reach, and back out, walk around the outskirts, so you can see some of the trees and the grass and the fauna, and the other various environmental texture stuff. And then I'll head over to Riverwood, and yeah, that's about it, because I gotta make this quick because I'm running out of room. So I don't know how much longer I can record for. The first video that I made explaining the mod list and all of the mods, that I checked it out. It's like well over an hour of me rambling and running my mouth. So yeah, it gets tiresome. I know it's a little annoying, but it's a bad habit. I tend to over explain. So all right, as you can see, the aesthetic is a bit different. To be honest, truth be told, I think I like this mod list better. I don't know, it could be a placebo effect. I don't know. I just think it's more refined looking. Alright, let me stop at Bellator's.
Welcome to Bellator's General Goods. Welcome indeed.
Yeah, this shop definitely looks much different. Yeah, Bellator even looks a bit different.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
But his interesting personality is still the same. How's business?
Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every second.
Even the dust particles look a little different. I think it looks more refined, I think. Still God rays though, which always looks good.
Everything's for sale, my friend.
Alright, I'm using the female this time. Oh, what happened to her? Wait a minute. My titties were much, much bigger. What happened here? My titties shrank.
I can tell you're a discriminating customer. Perhaps you're,
Oh, I think I added another mod. It changed the body type. Shit. Okay.
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents.
Yeah, this chick, Arcadia, she looks much different in the other mod. In the other mod list. I think she looks better in this one.
Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that.
I have some frost salts for you from Farengar.
Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. Take care of yourself. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. My body type changed. The breasts aren't exaggerated anymore in terms of size. Which I thought was great. I thought it was hilarious. I want to test and see if the splashes still work. But let me walk into here and the bannered mare, and I'll show you the.
Good to see you. Yes, yes. Now to find myself a drink.
There's a bath place thingy. Who's this?
How can I help you?
The bathing mare. Oh, they're naked. Okay, I can't. I forgot about that. Not YouTube friendly. But here is the sauna room. Or the bathroom. Where you can take a bath. And that is definitely not there in the other playlist. So there's a difference right there. Let me check upstairs real quick.
They say you're great.
What I like about this particular mod list also is the fact that whenever I'm speaking, the voice recognition is not going crazy. You don't hear that clicking in the background.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl.
I'll test it on this water. Yeah, see the bubbles. Still working.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
can see my ponytail get in the way.
It's a shame, isn't it?
I heard something happened to the tree at the temple.
The Gildergreen, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore.
What's so special about this tree?
To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I think, but even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you could, if you want to, you'll have to it's called Nettlebane. Your spirit, it's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
I think the temple looks pretty much the same. The performance is a lot better. The performance is a lot better in this area for some reason. In the other mod lists, the performance is horrendous. Once you start getting around Dragon's Reach on the other mod list, it's probably because of stuff that I installed. The frame rate gets horrendous. That's pretty cool. NPCs have their own set of character animations. Alright, Gore, come on, let's go. Stop pretending you're holy and pious. You'd be a good Catholic. Oh. Statue's very kinda NSFW. Gore stay behind. Like I said, he'd make a great Catholic. Alright. The inside architecture and aesthetic is definitely different. The kids look different. Here, come here, kid.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots.
Yeah, they look
Good job.
super different. He's kind of weird. His face is kind of old, but he looks like a little kid at the same time. That's weird.
Until next time. Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists. Until next time.
Yeah, Jarl Balgruuf the Greater looks different
It's
too.
good to see you again. With good, even now we must. But until brave hero, no doubt he thought it. If it's no doubt, Ulfric, the day. But that day has not come yet. Farewell, kinsman.
Like those god rays.
Oh, I thought you were already on
Yeah,
your way
he looks
to
much
Bleak Falls
different.
Barrow.
Okay.
Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it.
Alright, let me go outside of Whiterun. Soundtrack, I added the Celtic music. So it's good to change it up a bit. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, this is what happens when you install and then uninstall mods. If memory serves me correctly, I had the gallows of Skyrim, which they would depict hanging prisoners. Damn. I'm a little worried now. Let me check this guy's face, make sure there's no blackface bug. No, he's good. Okay. Hey, horsey. Alright, yeah, there's not as many trees, but the performance is a lot better. It's definitely more stable. It doesn't look bad either. I think it still looks good. Oh. I think all in all, I think I might play with this list more than the other one. Yeah, it's a lot more open. It's definitely an open field. I mean, I think it still looks good. It's different. Not as cluttered. Meaning trees and fauna and things like that is not as much. But sometimes less is better. I don't know. It's stable. I'm getting a good frame rate. And I'm running OBS, so that's important. So what time is it? No, technically it's still day. Alright, let me make a run. Take a run, rather, to Riverwood. I'll show you the inside of the taverns there. And the shop, and that's it. And yeah. I hope this is informative for you, and it will help assist you in making a good choice. Or, like me, you could just download both, you know? If you have the room. There's still popping issues, but at this point, to me, it's almost a given. That's to be expected. So, unless I can manipulate and adjust some of the values on the preferences I thing. But I don't know which ones do which, and I don't want to mess around with some of the graphical parameters and have the game crash, because that has happened to me before. The thunder is really loud in this. The water looks great. Let me check to see which thunder mod I have. Just the realistic thunder? What is it called? Storm lightning. Resets. Okay, I think I have an ultra realistic. I want to see what happens if I put it on exciting. Yeah, let me try exciting. There it is. That's awesome. Oh, I don't want to get hit by that shit. Alright, here we are. This is Riverwood. Which is nice because there's crystal shards over there. And that you can use that to teleport yourself to the realm of Lorcan. And it's like a central hub area where you can choose other places to teleport to, which is very cool. So I've never, in all the years I'm playing Skyrim VR, or just Skyrim in general, I haven't really been to Blackreach yet. I mean, I have been there in the old 360 days when I played the game, but not in recent years. I haven't been there, so especially in VR, I would love to see what that place looks like. So I just might try that out. All right, let me check the Sleeping Giant in.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat. Get the cold out.
No, look who decided to show up. There's no smoking candles in this, which is okay. It's good to have a, for me, I like having variety. Still looks good. Orgnar.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Can I use the alchemy lab?
As long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blister wart makes a healing. We have plenty of ingredients for sale.
Oh, this must be Delphine. Yeah, she's a lot more stacked in this version.
You're that visitor been poking around.
Heard any rumors lately?
They say a dragon attacked Helgen. Sounds like hogwash to me.
Make the bark on the trees look really good.
Show those thieves not to steal from Luke and Valerius. All right, then.
What are you doing that for? Mara bless you for agreeing to help us. Good talking to you.
Alright, and here we have it. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and yeah, I hope this definitely helps you make a choice, helps you decide which mod list you want to try. Personally, like I said, I think I like this one better, but you know, it's up to personal taste. Alright, so yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Alright, take care everybody, and have a wonderful night. Bye bye.